Hi, welcome to another render demo how to draw video tutorial. Today I'll be taking you through how to draw a tiger in a few simple steps. So let's get started. Grab yourself a sheet of paper, pencil, and here we go. So first step I'm going to do, my tiger's going to be standing on four legs facing the right. So we're going to draw the main body portion. So this is going to be kind of like a peanut shape. So we're going to come towards the back. We're going to come up, kind of pointy back here. We're going to bring this down. So this is a little bit fuller here. And then we're going to kind of flatten out this area. And this is like the front shoulder. So we're going to kick this back up almost to the same level as that. I'm going to come up, and then we're going to round this part like that. All right, so you got something kind of like this. All right, the next step, we'll draw the front legs. So the front and hind leg, but that's closest to us. So these are gonna kind of angle towards the right side. So we're gonna start somewhere around this area here. So we're gonna draw towards the left, and then we're gonna kind of kick this back in this direction. So it's a little bit thicker like this, and then we're gonna come down and then round, like where the paw is gonna be, like that. And then we're gonna come up, and it's gonna have like a little bit of a bend to it, like that. And then right here, we're gonna bend this forward like this, something like that. So it's a little bit wider at the top, and then as the leg comes down, it gets narrower. Then we got our paw kind of pointing kind of in this direction down to the right a little bit. And then for the hind leg, we're gonna start here towards the back. All right, so just a little bit below your body shape here. And we're gonna curve towards the left. So it's gonna come out towards the left and then back into the right. So we're gonna come like this. And just before we go forward, we wanna make sure like the hind leg is not gonna extend past where this leg is. We don't want the hind leg longer. So this one's actually gonna be elevated just a little bit, somewhere around there. So let's start with the back leg. So we're gonna come like this to right up about here. And then this is gonna hook over to the left and then back. And then we're gonna come down like this. And then we'll draw the paw. And then we're gonna come back up. And then we're gonna go right to about here. It's gonna start curving back in this direction, like that. And then as this curves back here, it's gonna curve like that. And we're gonna go to right about here. So something like that. Back here, I'm gonna go ahead and draw the tail. So I'm gonna come off of the back, and the tail is gonna go over to the left, and it's gonna curl a little bit. So we're gonna come down like this, come down, and then we'll hook something like that. So it kind of points, a little bit of a rounded point. We'll come back like this. And then as we get closer to the body, the main body, it's gonna get a little bit wider and something like that. It's almost gonna connect to where that leg, where we started that leg. Okay, and then for the head, we're gonna come off of the shoulder and just down a little bit. So the head's gonna be kind of pointing down and to the right. All right, so if you wanna draw kind of a circular shape, something like that, all right? It's gonna be about this big. So we'll come down for the neck, and then we'll come up, and then we're gonna go over, and we're going to stop kind of like for where like the eyebrow is going to be. And then we're going to come down for the snout. It's going to be a little flatter here. And then this is going to be at an angle like this. So this is going to hook down like that. And then before we complete the mouth, I'm going to start with the cheek. So right about here, so it's going to extend past the body. It's not going to touch the body. So we're going to be right around here. I'm going to draw the bottom kind of like a U shape. And it's going to come down and point. So the bottom of the mouth is going to be right there. And then this we're going to hook around. And what we want to make sure that we do is the top part where his nose is going to be, that's going to be wider than the bottom of the mouth, okay? So this will kind of point up, and then this will point up like that. And then what we can do is we can continue and we'll draw the ear. So we're going to draw the ear right about here. This is kind of pointy, like that. And then we'll draw the top of the ear like that. And then we can draw the eye. So we want this to be up over in this area here. So we'll come up and then down like that. And then we'll draw some kind of like these whiskers. So from right about here, we'll go off to the left. We'll draw maybe like 3 whiskers. We'll connect the neck down to the body like this. And then we'll draw the nose. So like a little triangular point, something like that. And then we can maybe do the top tooth over here. Okay, so next let's draw the legs that are on the other side, on the left side of the tiger. So these 2 are in front. That's what we're going to see first, and then the others are going to be in the back. So we're going to try to draw and replicate this shape here. So my back leg, it's going to look like the tiger's walking. So the back hind leg is going to be not this level here, just maybe a little bit higher, somewhere about there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the back, and I'm going to hook this, and this point here is going to be up a little higher like this, and then it's going to come down a little, and it's going to get a little bit wider like that. We're going to round the paw, and we're going to come up to about here like that, and then this is going to hook in and intersect with this leg about halfway down, somewhere about here. So it's going to be like that, and then we're going to draw the other front leg, and that's going to be right about here, kind of like in this direction, same like that. And we're almost going to similarly take this and almost like just tilt it. So we'll start right about here. I'm going to start with the front. So the front of the leg is going to be like this. So we're going to have a small bend to it. And then we're going to have our paw, this area here. And it's going to come over, and it's going to kind of curve a little bit like this. And then it's going to kind of come back out like that. There we go. There's our tiger with the 4 legs. Now we'll add some details for the paws. So we'll have some like toe shapes. So we'll do a couple lines like that for each of these toes. Like that. We'll do a couple here. Just like that. And then a couple over here. Just like that. Alrighty. Now we can add a couple little dots over here And the last part is going to be adding the stripes, the tiger stripes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw some stripes. Now I'm going to start with the main body, and these stripes are going to go in this direction from top to bottom. But when you get to the legs and the arms, we want to have the stripes going kind of like side to side, okay? In this direction, in that direction. And I'm just going to draw these really lightly because I don't want these to be too, just in case I need to erase. So we'll draw some kind of like these pointy shapes like that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my marker to outline the tiger. So I'm gonna speed this up, and we'll come back and we'll finish with coloring it in with some markers. Okay, now I'll take my oranges and I'm gonna save the black for the end. So I'm gonna start off with an orange, Spanish orange. I'm gonna use a little bit darker yellow ochre, and then I might end up going in with this other darker orange on top of that to give it a little bit more dimension. So here we go. So there you go. There's how to draw a tiger in a few simple steps. I hope you like this video and yours turned out just as cool as ours did. Post it to our Instagram channel if you have a second. Like our channel here on YouTube and take a look at some other cool videos that we have. Hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.